Hi guys! So I was requested to do a video on how I apply false lashes. So if you're interested, just keep watching. I also did an eyeshadow tutorial on this look, so if you're interested in this, just look for the turquoise eyeshadow tutorial under all my videos. So I use the Duo eyelash adhesive, and I use the dark tone one. For some reason, I feel like this one just works better for me than the clear one. I usually flex my eyelashes like this just to kind of give it the shape of my eye. So what I'm going to do now is I squeeze a little bit of the glue just to make a little bit of like a bubble kind of on the top, as you can see there. And then I just run it along the rim of the eyelash. So we just put a very thin coat of glue there. You don't want to put too much because then it gets clumpy and it takes longer to dry. So that's about how much I use, as you can see. And I usually blow on it or kind of wave it around to help the glue dry a little bit and get tacky. And this way it's easier to put it on. When it's wet, it doesn't grab on as fast, and when it's tackier, it's easier to work with. So we let that dry for a little bit. And then I just start applying it. I use my fingers. Use whatever's easiest for you. I used to use tweezers, but I find that just using my fingers are easier for me. So I usually kind of press it on the end first, and then I use my fingers to pat it down all along my eye. And sometimes I'll kind of hold it in one spot until it can dry and grab on. And you can see how it's so tacky, so you can kind of move it around after you've gotten it like on there and after it's stuck on, I guess. You can kind of play with it and move it around into place. And that's what I mean about it being a little bit tacky, so you can work with it better. And then I just kind of pat along the eyelash to kind of put it in place. So that's one eye. And when the glue is too wet and it doesn't have that tackiness, it doesn't stick on right away. So it's easier to wait a little bit to where it's tacky and a little bit drier, and then put it on, and you can move it around and work with it better. So then I'll move on to the other eye, and I'll do the same thing. I just bend it a little bit to give it kind of that half circle shape. And then I'll put a little bit of glue on. And this does dry. I mean, you can't even tell what the glue color is when it dries, especially because I'm using black liquid liner too. So we'll just kind of wait for this to dry. Again, I either blow it or kind of wave it around. Let it dry up a little bit. And if you're curious, these are red cherry lashes, and I'll show you the number right now. It is number 47. I picked up a lot of these when we were in LA this summer. I love these lashes, and you can, reuse them a couple times as long as they're not too out of shape or gunky from the glue. And they're so inexpensive, but they look really good. So the same thing, I just kind of get it stuck onto one place and then work with it. And I pat it down with my finger. Sometimes if you feel like it's not holding onto a spot, you can kind of hold it there for a little bit. But you see, when it's tacky, you can just work with it, move it around. As long as you're not completely pulling it off, you should be fine. And usually in the end, I don't curl my lashes and I don't put mascara on before I put false lashes on, but what I'll usually do after I put them on is I'll take my mascara and just put like 1 or 2 coats on the on my real lashes to kind of blend them in with the false lashes. Especially for everyone that has the lashes that are kind of like stick straight and where you can see them underneath the false lashes, you want to just kind of try to blend them in together. So I hope this was good enough for you guys and you got the concept of what I was doing. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you for all your love and support. Bye.